Hello, this is Moot, and I'm driving and had some thoughts and just thought maybe it would be interesting to share them with you as I go on my way here. So, this probably won't be as focused as usual, but I don't seem to be 100% focused ever. The idea is to sort of just start rambling and then let the intuition flow and new thought is sparked in this way. I just wanted to talk about the choice, the beautiful freedom that we have as these 3D vessels. Well, first of all, understand that your body, your mind, your physicality, the physical aspects of you, your body, that is just your vehicle in the third dimension. That is simply your avatar, that you are projecting yourself from a higher place. There's no hierarchy, first of all. I don't think that there's anything in the universe outside of here where we feel like everything's separate and we get all into these ego programs. That doesn't exist everywhere else. That is definitely something that we here on 3D Earth are experiencing right now. It's a very low vibration where light is so condensed and densely packed that it appears that we have separate encasements from other things. We don't. All is one. Everything is one. All is made up of the same thing, which is light. Everything in the universe is just one thing, and if you can zoom out far enough, you'll see that all is one. Everything is one. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once you have opened your third eye, your inner telescope, as Aurora calls it, you can't close it again. I don't think that it's really possible to fully unsee it. I guess you could eventually, but what I'm saying is, it would take effort to get that embroiled in ego constructs again, that you completely lost all of your enlightenment or awakening or ability to see beyond this dimension. So this is what we are all experiencing now, is the ability to see beyond this dimension. And what that allows us to do is to mold this dimension. But like I said in my previous video, you can't do it from your ego, your selfish motives and thoughts and whatever, and what you think might be right for someone else, even what you think might be right for you. You really need to get in touch with your soul, with your spirit. We all have to get in touch with the divine source of all, and allow our higher selves, our spirit guides, and sound teaching that resonates with us. We have to allow those things to penetrate and let them be the prime mover, because the spirit is the prime mover. The ego, the physical construct, is just a container for you. You can't actually do anything from here but just direct things. You can make choices. Freedom of choice. I used to think that we were locked in, that I was born and my whole life is just kind of laid out for me. I was born in a devout Christian family, and God bless them. It did serve me well. I'm not going to ever lambaste Christianity or any other religion, even though I see it as a overlay, as a construct that is kind of placed on top of our relationship with the universe at large, our relationship with the creator of all things, the animator of all things, the life force that runs through all things, which is love. God is love. Love is the only power. Love is the only thing that actually does anything in this universe. Nothing else. Love is the energy that animates us all. In Him we live and move and have our being. That's one of my favorite biblical quotes. In Him we live and move and have our being. In other words, we are all organisms inside this giant body that is God, that is the creator, that is the source. We all are contained within it. We are all fractals of it. We're like Russian nesting dolls. You open it up and there's a smaller one and there's a smaller one, and it extends infinitely and zooms infinitely in both directions. Everything is infinite. Everything is everything. Anytime that you, through your perception here in the 3D, like with your five senses, anytime that you declare, I am here, you have set a point in time, in the time space, in the time field. You have declared a line of demarcation, and all that you say is something. Everything becomes relative to that in that moment. And what happens is when we judge people, like we have set ourselves up as basically the center of the universe, and everything revolves around whatever ideas we're putting forth. There's just no judgment. There's no reason to judge anyone. There's no reason to judge anything. So to say something is bad, oh man, that guy's a jerk, whatever. Like, there's plenty of people who dislike the man that runs the country. Like, that's your first mistake. That man doesn't run anything. He runs a scam along with the other scam artists. They're nothing but a bunch of scam artists. It's a big Ponzi scheme to steal your energy, time, money, resources, life force. It is nothing but just all the political structures of the world, all the religious structures of the world. They are nothing but big energy suckers, big energy siphons. This is how the purveyors of lack are able to move within the third dimension. They're not even supposed to be here. When I say purveyors of lack, I'm talking about what we would refer to in a lot of religions as like the demonic kingdom, the satanic kingdom. Like that, like it's not about a God and devil thing. It's about vibrations, and these are the lowest vibrational beings in the universe, and they are basically just vampires that go around sucking the life force out of everything that moves, everything that has any connection to the source. Their whole MO is to find ways to siphon off that energy. All of the systems that have been placed in this world that are now crumbling, those systems have been put in place by these lack entities, these lack purveyors, and many of us are breaking out of those systems and becoming free from that scarcity, from that lack, from that constant, manipulation of markets and currencies, and like all of it, the whole socio-political, geopolitical sphere is just infested with these pathogenic creatures that are using mankind. It's like a pyramid scheme. I call it the energetic Ponzi scheme. Basically, someone always comes up short, but it's like musical chairs, It's like somebody always, like this, all of this is stuff that has been kind of brewing in my head, and then I watched a long talk from Flying Rainbow Lasagna. Look that up. And that's lasagna with an E on the end, not an A. Flying Rainbow Lasagna. I know that sounds ridiculous. And when I first saw this lady's channel, I was like, whoa, this is the most woo-woo, far-out stuff I've ever seen or heard. I subscribed just out of sheer fascination, like, wow, I don't understand a word this lady says. That was years ago. That was like whenever, like, early on, when she first came on the scene, somehow I stumbled upon her videos, and I was like, whoa, this is weird. Well, coming back to it now with a little bit more information and a little bit, more consciousness, I see that, wow, she's saying everything that I've been saying. She's saying everything that I've been hearing. Like, we're getting the same information from the same source, from the source, the one source. There is only one source. So all that are connected to the one source truly, and are being authentic to themselves and others, and truly living an authentic life, and though, like, you're going to hear the same info from all of us. You can be one of them. Do you want to be? If you're listening to this, you probably already are. You may not have felt compelled yet to like really share it, because it may have still, it may be still coalescing, kind of forming in your mind. That's fine. But once you have been shown a secret, you want to share that secret. You want to you want to help others, because I used to think that I was locked in here. Like, this was just, I was born and my whole life was mapped out, because like the church taught me that God has a plan and a purpose for your life, which is totally true. It's just, it's not like when you think of God as an external being, that is exploitable, because then there can be someone who is an interloper, someone who kind of gets in there in between, that says, wait a minute, like a middleman, an energetic middleman. And that's what all of your teachers and preachers and all the religions are. They don't know it. They're locked into the Ponzi scheme as well. It's a pyramid scheme. It's all about siphoning energy and resources from people. Their energy and resources are being siphoned just as well as those who follow them. So when you put yourself like as this arbiter of, here's what God says, and I'm going to tell you what God says, when God has been relegated to a being that is external from you, that you are this entirely separate being, and you don't realize the divine nature that you truly have, no wonder you're miserable. No wonder. Like I was completely miserable until I realized that all is one. Everything is one thing, and if I want to change something in my experience, all I have to do is just believe differently, think differently, know that I can be different, know that it can be different, feel the vibration of that thing, and just wait, hold on, hold fast, don't let go. Takes a while. So I keep talking about this time buffer. There is a time gap between the choice that you made, and it happens in the dimension from which you are emanating. Maybe it's the 5th dimension, maybe it's higher. And then it trickles on down through to the 3rd dimension. And it takes a while. It takes a while. You have to be patient. Anyway, this teaching from Flying Rainbow Lasagna about the galactic history, origins of AI, technology, and I think that was the title. Like, she has this whole course that she teaches called Lessons for Full Spectrum Humans. And look, not all of it resonates, but like I'm saying, most of it does. And not everything that I say is going to resonate with you. But hopefully there's something in here that you can glean that will at least spark some new thought for you. And that's more than money could ever buy right there. Knowledge is power. Free your mind. You remember that P-Funk song, Funkadelic? Free your mind and your ass will follow. Might sound crass, but that right there is exactly what is that is a perfect analogy. It starts in the mind, because that is the realm that is a 4D realm, and if you can connect to the spirit, that it connects to all of the higher dimensional realms. There's no hierarchy. It's just a matter of everything has a function and a place. You are existing in all dimensions simultaneously. You are existing at all points in time simultaneously. It's just that currently your experience, your consciousness is limited to this current one. You are only limited right now. Soon, this immersive simulation that you've been born into, that you incarnated into through the process of biological birth, and your soul was melded to this earth body, soon this will be gone. Soon this will be over. Don't waste it. That's really the main thing that got me wanting to talk to you today. I just wanted to say, and I started rambling like I knew I would. I just wanted to say, don't waste this life. Don't waste it. This is a gift. You are born at the fact that you're alive right now, you were born at a beautiful time. You are not an accident. You matter. You have meaning. You have value. And you absolutely have things that you can do to help the entire planet. Today, right here, right now. It may not require contact with anybody else. Go within and get in touch with your soul. Get in touch with who you truly are. Get to know you. Be kind to you. Learn to love you. Learn to connect to your higher self, to your spirit self. And watch your life improve dramatically. You're not locked in here. You are not a prisoner here. You chose this. This is a completely voluntary thing. So don't squander it. Don't waste it. Use this life. Use this time, this very short sojourn that you have here in the third dimension. Use this to the highest and greatest good. It is truly a gift and a privilege to be able to do this. It took me a lifetime. Well, I mean, I'm still young. I'll be 36 this year. Still young. But it's taken me all this time to realize that that I have freedom of choice. I'm not locked into anything. I can go anywhere, do anything, be anything, have anything. But none of it even matters if it doesn't resonate with my soul. And again, you cannot manifest from your ego. It all comes from the soul. I think I'm done talking now.